Alrighty. Hey, Ray. Yes, I did. I don't care. Pushed myself off, really. Yeah, I wish I had 67 subs. You got that number just because of the meme, mate. You'll be quite happy with that number, wouldn't you? What do them boom boxes even do? Jeez, I haven't seen anyone in the game at all. Probably end up dying in the first person now. Gliders. Okay. Oh, in different matches, alright. I'm definitely gonna die to the first person. I haven't even seen anyone the whole game. Hmm. Hey, got him. Hey, don't like people sniping me. Don't like how open this zone is. Tracked him. Not quite, buddy. Now I'm kinda stuck. Hey, I was just shooting and nothing was coming out then. Nah, take that. Only done 100 damage with that snipe shot, that didn't help. Needed a headshot. Plus I didn't heal after he hit me. That wasn't too smart. No, no. I don't know where he went to at the start, but he got away from me, obviously. Oh. He's finished already, come on. No way. He must know how to air roll or something. Oops. Beat me by over 20 seconds. No way. Each lap 8 seconds quicker. Wow. People always find out ways to manipulate the game to be able to win it easier. Pretty sure this game isn't intended for you to just jump in the air, turn to the side and then flip through the air and just air roll all the way around the track to be able to beat everyone. Every time you do a roll you get further in front. No, I don't start with. Wait. Terrible driving. See, look at him. All these air rolls. Used to be able to keep up. How's he driving away from me? Hey, what the? Didn't even mean to hit that then. I'd like to know how he was just driving faster and getting further and further in front then. And he's long gone again. Nah, this is ripped off. Like he could just boost whenever he wanted to. Like, you're not meant to be able to just boost whenever you want to. You have to drift to build it up. If you don't, then it just goes up really slowly. Like he's got hacks or something the way he was driving then. Just driving faster, driving away from me like he's got boost the whole time. What happened to my car? My car just loading in a different colour. Bet it's the same person first again. Oh no. Which way is he going? Oh, he came back this way. Oh, that's the way. See, look, he's finished already. This guy's... I don't know. Hey, what the? What? There was a parked car there. Yeah, this guy's... I don't know what he's got, but... he's winning every race by 20 seconds or just... you can't win a race by that much on such a short track. Winning by 20 seconds, taking 100 seconds, and the next person takes 120, extra 20% of the time, just to second place. Nah. See, look, his car's just faster. Look at him, he's just cruising away. Now where's he gone? See, he's long gone again. Can't even see him now. There was no shortcut to be able to take there. Look, he's long gone. No way. It's amazing how as soon as he's out of sight, he's able to drive faster. I bet he wins by heaps again. Yeah, for the first half of the lap I was right next to him. Nowhere to be seen, mate. Long gone. Just use 3 boosts to try and get anywhere near him, even be able to see him. Yeah, he's finished. Amazing. Hey, what the? As soon as we got to that 360 turn bridge, he was gone. And won by over 20 seconds again. It's almost like he has to get to the front, get out of sight, and then start using his hacks. And the race before that, he couldn't get in front of me far enough, so that's when he used his boost for miles, and I've seen him doing it. As real as your girlfriend. See? And then has to say no hacks afterwards. Of course. You were on my stream boosting away from me for ages. Longer than what boost lasts. Please explain. Mr. No Hacks, I can just naturally win by over 20 seconds on a 2-minute track. Always last to load in too. See, they just happen to be able to drive faster. And now look, one corner and they're gone. Doesn't matter how much boost you use, won't catch them. They're gone. That done nothing, going that way. Instead, that's the way they went. It's not like I'm crashing everywhere. See, finished already. See, only 5 seconds in front of that person, but still won easily. I'm not from Asia, mate. What are you talking about? It's always as soon as they get around a corner or get out of sight from me, I don't see what they do. But realistically, they shouldn't be able to get out of sight from me like that. When I start with 100% boost, and I'm flying along like... But they just go faster anyway. I really can't explain it. He can't win without bots. He can't win just playing how it's intended to play. Look, there we go, all the sideways rolls. I knew it. That's the only way they kept up with him last game. See, look, how have they gone so much? I've got 100% boost. How? The other person was rolling through the air, I understand them. Yeah. Oh, come on, get out of the way. This is a waste of time. See now, the only reason he's not further in front is because he can't do his air rolls everywhere through the tunnel. Or he'd be right up next to him or in front of him even. Yeah, see? No, 22 seconds. You're kidding. No, no hacks at all. Someone else jumped in the air and air rolled at the start, yet you still win by over 20 seconds again. Waste of time. It's just not possible you win by that much against people that air roll to win by not even that much. People jump in the air and flip sideways to get faster. And in the race that he could do that, the guy finished 5 seconds behind him. The guy that was air rolling finished second by 5 seconds to someone who wasn't air rolling. That doesn't happen. Not without someone having something dodgy attached. Can't even play the game I enjoy. This is annoying. If I do a couple more races, I'll do a couple more of them quests. It's just a waste of time against idiots like that. Forget the ranked racing, I'll put it on casual. I'll still get the XP. She's even got all different styles, ain't she? I haven't done this track for a while. Hmm. See now, even if I won by a lot, I'd just drove on the track normally. I'd like to see replays of this to be able to spectate them in the game. I can't see how many that bottom one is, darn it. Hey Ashley, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got a notification this today sometime. I noticed a notification on my phone. Very handy, I might add too. Gotta go out Christmas shopping this week. Don't want to leave it to the last minute. But haven't actually gone out and done any Christmas shopping yet for my son and Cooper. Cooper needs a new bed for outside, so he'll be getting that for Christmas. My son hasn't really said what he wants for Christmas. Oh, definitely could use it. My son going from year 10 to year 11 next year, and a couple of the subjects he picked is not cheap. The stuff they expect you to get. They give you what they call a book list, and it's all the stationery and, you know, books to write in and books to learn out of and everything. And when you're doing your high school certificate, the stuff you need is like a bit more complex, and depending what subjects you choose, there's some of them that are not cheap at all. I mean, he didn't just pick all the most expensive ones or anything. There's some that are dearer than the ones he picked. Like the technical studies type ones where you woodwork, metalwork, you know, all that sort of stuff. They need all safety gear, they need to supply their equipment. The school doesn't supply any of it. Or they have to pay for the supplies at the absolute least. Even if they don't go out and buy their own piece of wood or bits of wood, whatever, they have to pay the school to be able to supply it to them. And glasses and safety boots and geez, all sorts. I'm glad he's not doing any of that. But he's finished school for the year already. He's already been off for a week. The school he goes to don't expect the kids there for the last 2 weeks pretty much. So yeah, he doesn't even have to go to school for the last 2 weeks of school. They have activities week, but it's just for the younger kids. And yeah, he's not that age anymore, so he doesn't go to that anymore. He's off 2 weeks earlier. Oh, you helped enough, Ashley. I'll just have to tighten the strings a little bit for a little while again, and yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't have the money to be able to do it, to be able to pay for it. It's just when I do have to pay for these sorts of things, it kind of dries up my bank account a bit. But hey, when it's for his education and when it's for my son, I wouldn't care if I went into debt for it. I'd still pay for it. Got to get him a Oxford English dictionary and it's got to be an Oxford one apparently, not just any old dictionary, and it's got to be a pocket size one, so you can just have, or at least a small enough one to, it can't just be a big full size dictionary, it's got to be a smaller one. And I will say the one place they send you to get the stuff, they don't charge like as much as other places with some of this stuff, because I actually compared the prices. I looked up exactly, like they send you to a website and you can just type in your kid's name, type in what grade they're in, and yeah, their subjects come up, and you click on the subjects that you want to get the supplies for, and all the supplies come up, and you can like click on it to unselect it, sort of thing. So you're saying, no, I don't want to buy that. And yeah, if you look up them exact same things at the place that offers lowest prices guaranteed, and yeah, they're the exact same price. So it seems like they at least try and not just rip everyone off, but when it's year 11, it can't just be like a calculator, it has to be a graphing calculator, and that graphing calculator has to be worth $250. It can't just be a normal calculator that you can get from the newsagent for $10. Like, he's already got a scientific calculator that I had to get him for this year, for year 10. I think it was chemistry even. Oh no, maths as well, that's right. And yeah, that's not good enough for next year now. That was 1 year worth of calculator I had to buy for him. Now he needs another year worth of calculator. And yeah, just the things that they ask you to get. I could imagine some families would be like, oh no, don't know about this, and their kids would end up missing out. I remember going to school and your parents paid school fees and the school supplied what you needed. You went to school with pens and pencils and paper, and that's about it. Any textbook you needed. He's got to get a year 11 maths textbook. Even over the holidays, he's got to watch a movie and go through all these points of the movie to answer questions about certain things I don't even know. So he's got homework already. Must say, at least he doesn't still play sport as well. Jeez, used to be like at the start of, pretty much at the start of the year, I'd have to pay for his school supplies, and then 2 months later I'd have to pay for his sport supplies for playing soccer, and when he played football, and geez, some of that's not cheap either. They want you to pay all the insurance costs and everything. Like, jeez. Having a kid and having a pet are two of the dearest things to have. Fulfilling and worth it, but not cheap. I need to book Cooper in for his 3 yearly booster shots too, and I'm worried about that because I don't know where he got his baby ones, and it's so stupid that they don't have their records on their microchip. I don't want to take him there to get like his 3 yearly booster, and they say, oh, if you got evidence of like he got his shots when he was a baby, you know. And I have to say, I don't really know where he got them done when he was a baby. When I got him, I was told he was vaccinated. I was told he was vaccinated and microchipped, but not desexed. And I've got him desexed, and he already had his microchip, and I got him registered, done everything I had to do, but them records aren't kept on that microchip, so apparently to find out if they've been vaccinated, they sometimes need to get a blood test. And I don't want him to have to get a blood test just to prove that he's been vaccinated, and then go back to get vaccinated after he's had a blood test. Right. I don't want to put him through that. Oi! Oh no, I didn't get the boost in time. I try and have the ads so they don't pop up. Oh, I should just turn it off. I was saying, they don't have Cooper's vaccination records on his, microchip. And, yeah, when I got him, I was told he was microchipped and vaccinated and, not desexed. And they don't have the records of if he's vaccinated on his microchip. So there are times when you take him to the vet, they do a blood test to find out if they've been vaccinated when they were a puppy, like see if they've got the antibodies or whatever in their system. And I don't want him to have to go through a blood test and then like another consultation to get vaccinated after that as well. Like, I just want to be able to go in, book him in, get vaccinated, like get his booster vaccination, and that's it, done. He really didn't like the vet last time we went there. I mean, he wasn't aggressive and wasn't like full on hated her, but he really didn't want her to touch him. He was sitting on my son's lap and like she was gentle about it. She didn't force herself onto him or anything, and just kind of let him come to her, but he didn't really go to her. And yeah, he just like all dogs, I guess. She's a nice vet, she seems like a nice vet anyway, but they can just tell. If she was anyone else, he would go straight over to him and get pats off him and everything, and yeah, but no, you're a vet, you're gonna do stuff to me, I don't trust you. And I don't want him to have to be stressed at all. It's bad enough when he got desexed, they butchered him. He might actually remember, and that's why he doesn't like him or something. I mean, I guess he doesn't really know, but I certainly do. But where he goes to the vet now isn't even the same place that he got desexed at. And he probably just know they're a vet, same sort of place where I got that operation, and when I got that operation it really hurt. Yeah, the vet told me most dogs are the same, they just know that it's a vet, so they kind of avoid them a bit. Cooper goes to females more than he goes to males. Because there's me and my son at home. Why didn't he need that done? What? Getting desexed? Oh. It's just, I don't know, natural to do it over here. Everyone, well, not everyone, but most people do it. It's cheaper to register your dog. It calms them down. Like, yeah. He changed a lot when he got desexed. He was getting pretty crazy and didn't want him to start getting it like aggressive or anything. But when they done it, they went to remove both of his testicles the same way they normally do it. And they couldn't find one, so they assumed that it was because it hadn't descended yet, it hadn't dropped down into its spot yet, so they cut open his stomach. Well, over here they do males and females. Males get quite aggressive sometimes, but yeah, they thought it hadn't descended, so it was still up like near his stomach sort of thing, so they cut open his stomach and left him with a big scar on his stomach, and it wasn't even there. And then I took him back a couple of weeks later, got the stitches out, and then took him back a couple of weeks later after that, and it was right next to where it was meant to be. Just because it was like 2 inches to the side. So yeah, she pretty much went digging in his stomach to find it when it wasn't even up in his stomach. Not literally cut his stomach open, but like his actual intestine stomach, but yeah, cut his belly, left him with a scar there, went digging in there to look for it, didn't find it, and then said he'd been under anaesthetic for too long to be able to just keep him under and keep looking for it. It was terrible. They wanted to charge me for a second operation. I told them I'd take them to Consumer Affairs and sue them. They butchered my dog and they want to charge me more money for it. Good on you. They told me that the senior vet wasn't in that day. That's why it happened like that. It's like, well, you booked him for that appointment at that time, knowing that you had to do that operation. it had already dropped. It was like 2 inches from, it got removed, like, his, say his right one was right where it was meant to be, and his left one, instead of being right next to his right one, was like a couple of inches over further to the left. It had already dropped down. So she went digging in his stomach for nothing. She just had to look a bit further to the side. And when the senior surgeon went in and done it, he left his little incision, got it straight out, used internal stitches, so I didn't have to take him back to get the stitches taken out or anything. She left him with 2 scars and only half removed it, like half done the job, and the senior one left him with 1 small scar and done the job perfectly. It was just her, she butchered my dog. It was ridiculous. I mean, he's fine now. Don't get me wrong, it's not like he's got something wrong with him for life or something, but at the time, and then especially, it was either that night or the night afterwards, he was, because he was so hyper, I couldn't just say, oh, alright, you've had an operation, relax, you'll be right, just lie around. They said, take him for about a 10-minute walk, he should be alright. I took him for a walk. After 10 minutes, he was still like, he wanted to run around crazy and play still. So I'd take him for not as long a walk as I used to. I wouldn't walk along the dirt paths like I used to. I just stayed on the footpath everywhere. I wouldn't walk him like in the wet muddy spots and stuff like that. And yeah, I'd walk him for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, a couple of times a day, and at night he was still like hyped up. So instead of full on throwing the ball around everywhere for him and letting him chase it, I was just playing catch with him, just gently tossing him the ball from like 2 meters away from him, and he was tossing it back to me, not even running anywhere. And yeah, suddenly I noticed under him there was a spot of blood, and I freaked right out. I was like, oh no, it was night time, and I rang up a vet, and they said, oh no, that's not good, you're gonna have to bring him in and stuff. But I rang him at like, God, say 8:30, 8:45, and they shut at 9 o'clock. And we get down there and we're going past it like, wait up, this place is closed, what the? So they told me to quickly rush down there and everything when it's not even open when we get there. The next closest one's like miles away that's actually open at that time of night. Oh yeah, well, by the time I got him to the vet where we were going to take him to, I had a towel under him and just like putting a little bit of pressure on it sort of thing, and the bleeding had stopped at least. So I rang the vet the next morning where he actually got desexed, and they said, oh, a little bit of spotting's fine as long as it's not actually flowing out like he's cut and it's bleeding. Then if it's just a few spots here and there, that's completely normal. You might notice a little bit of weeping where it's a bit of clear liquid that comes out. And so the vet the night before pretty much freaked me out over nothing. Because I told him it happened the night before, and I rang a vet that was open and they told me to take him in, and I rushed him there and they were already closed, and they said, oh no, he would have been fine. and they said you probably should be glad that it was closed. In other words, they would have taken my money off me just to look at him and go, nah, it's okay. Oh, there's one more lap. I thought that was the last lap then. He's got me anyway. I don't know how he got over there quicker. Oi! Oh, no way. At least that cheat wasn't still in the game. See, Ninja? Told you I get the no result sometimes too. At least you can see what position you came by going to that. Almost up to diamond. I was lurking in Kittle's stream earlier. Although I don't like to say it like that. No, I didn't. That's what I mean. I don't really like to say it like I'm lurking, because I'm not actually sitting there watching most of the time. I'll like sit there, I'll have it going on my phone while I'm cooking dinner or something. And that's what I was doing. I was like cooking dinner and his stream was going, and I kept looking down at it, like when I can and stuff, but I can't really sit there and have a conversation or anything, so I don't really start typing, so then I don't get stuck in a conversation and burning my dinner or something. When do I have dinner? I like my dinner to be ready around 6 o'clock. It's normally a little bit late, but around about 6. We normally start cooking dinner at about 5:15. Somewhere between 5:15 and 5:30, depending what I'm cooking. What, 6 o'clock's normal? Yeah, well, I am pretty normal. my routine, my daily routine is pretty much the same every day. Take Cooper for a walk in the morning. I only live right near shops, so I literally go to the shops and buy what I need when I need it. I don't go do weekly shopping or anything. I mean, there are things that I buy that last a week or whatever, but I don't purposely go out and buy a week's worth of shopping. So like, I'll take Cooper for a walk, I'll get home, I'll drop him off, and I'll go around the shop, and I'll get us like morning tea, lunch, whatever you want to call it. I'll get me and my son something from the bakery, and I'll get Cooper his chicken that he has every day, and then come home and make lunch and eat. And then kick back and rest for a while, maybe do a bit of housework or whatever I gotta do. And then take Cooper for a walk and play at the park. Then come home, then go to the shop again, get what I need for dinner and stuff. And then come home and wait for a little while, maybe watch a bit of YouTube and that. And then start cooking dinner, eat, and then start streaming. So that's my every day, pretty much the same thing. During the week when my son's at school, it's at slightly different times, but still the same thing. Hey, don't tell me that same person's in here again. No, someone different. Yeah, I just live so close to the shop actually that I don't need to do weekly shopping. Like, as I said, I buy things that last a week. You know, I don't go buy a loaf of bread every day just because I'm close to the shop. The bread's gonna last more than one day. You know, things like that. But I just buy it when it runs out and go around the shop a couple of times a day when I need to get things. I go to the bakery, so I don't just buy like a 6-pack of rolls or something. I'll buy literally 2 rolls. One for me, one for my son. When my son's at school, I'll even go to the bakery and buy 1 roll and come home and have like a ham and cheese roll or something. And that, yeah, every single day, just buy 1 roll, and then on the weekends buy 2. Go to the supermarket, go to the cold meat section, buy Cooper his chicken, go to the bakery, buy our rolls and come home. Uh, I'm over this game. I might play Rocket League for a while. Yep, see you, Ninja. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll have to end this stream and start a new one. Thanks again. If I don't see you in my Rocket League stream, Ashley, I'm sure it's pretty late over there for you by now, but I appreciate you coming in. It's been nice talking to you. I'll talk to you again soon. And whoever else is here, thanks for being here. I'm gonna swap over games now, so I'll end this stream and start a new one. So have a good day if I don't see you, and I'll be right back.